Hello everybody, my name is Zohri Chaudhry and today we'll talk about solid fuel and indoor air pollution. Half of the world is cooking with solid fuels such as wood, biomass and coal, whereas the other half of the global population is able to afford more expensive fuels such as electricity, natural gas and kerosene. And in here we show how the movement up the household energy ladder can happen with development. In this graph, we can see the half of the world that is able to afford the more expensive fuel, kerosene, gas, and electricity, and the other half that relies on the solid fuel, which are wood, crop residue, and dung. As you can see, with development, it has shown that people can climb this ladder from fuel that are more polluting and dirty to progressively fuel that is most clean and most efficient but also expensive. So in the y-axis we can see as we move up the energy ladder, the fuel cleanliness increases with respect to producing least air pollution, and then the efficiency of the fuel also increases. However, you have to pay a price, and that's why the development is a critical thing, and half of the world that is unable to afford the more expensive fuel, they are typically the poor countries, and they rely on the solid fuel in here. This map makes this point differently. Here we can see the GDP per capita, and this is in 2000 for year 2005 purchasing per power parity in US dollars, and we can see that on this side we have high income countries that the GDP per capita is very high, and the population that is using solid fuels with respect to the entire population is the fraction is very low. That means that most of the people in these countries are able to afford fuel that are very clean. As we go on this side in here, we'll see that most of the countries, well, all of the countries in here have a very low GDP per capita, less than 5,000, and in most cases, if you focus on this section, it's actually less than $2,000 per year or $2,500 per year per person. And a lot of these countries in here, they have a significant fraction of their population that is relying on solid fuels for cooking and heating. In this case, cooking is being displayed. Most of these countries in here are located in Africa. Some of them are located in Southeast Asia, and whereas there are a few that are also located in the Western Pacific. So the key target for the globe would be to move many of the poor people or kind of people living in developing countries from that are relying on traditional solid fuels using cook stoves that are very primitive to slowly move them up the energy ladder so they're able to use modern fuels such as electricity or natural gas or the like, and reduce their exposure from the adverse effect of air pollution. So let's do a quick concept check. From an indoor air pollution perspective, which of the following fuel produces least air pollution within a kitchen? Electricity, A. That concludes our lecture.